The city of the future is an indeterminate variable. Life in megacities above all will change hugely. Today we expect that almost 10 billion people will be living on the Earth within a few years, half of them in cities. Audi has taken on the challenge of pointing out paths to a sustainable and responsible future and pushing the process forward. The aim is to actively shape the transition to a new age of mobility, not alone, but in collaboration with international experts. We have understood that Audi on its own cannot answer the question of mobility in the city of the future. No company, no urban planner, and no government can do this. We have to network. In 2010, Audi held the Audi Urban Future Award, a competition of international architects for the first time. The participants' task was to create visions of what future mobility could look like. The proposals made by the Berlin architect Jürgen Meyer-Haar convinced the jury. Traffic in the city of the future will be traffic that is constantly flowing, with cars moving continually through the city. The car will change from a driving machine to a machine for experiences. It will provide a new experience of the city and give space back to pedestrians. In advance of the Audi Urban Future Summit, Audi experts allowed an insight into Audi's holy of holies, research and development, and thus prepared the summit. At the summit, results were discussed with researchers, architects, politicians, Audi experts and journalists.
I mean, I'm amazed really at the amount of brain power and people who come here to the summit.
The summit is like a miniature city.
The Insight team collects and evaluates the impulses given by external experts and conveys them into the company. In this way, thoughts are set in motion, discussions are encouraged, actions and reactions are produced. And this means that piloted driving will be more than just science fiction in the future. By focusing on innovative ultrasonic sensors, Audi wants to realize the dream of unmanned driving. Audi prototypes can already park themselves or drive all the way up to the top of the 4,300-meter Pikes Peak in Colorado, entirely without a driver. In our vision for the Audi Urban Future Award 2010, we speculated about cars that are constantly communicating with each other and with the city, and Audi has taken up precisely this theme and is moving forward with Audi Connect. Projects of the Audi Urban Future Initiative are stimulating worldwide discourse. At exhibitions and in research programs, the task is to change ways of thinking, to question what exists, a decisive requirement for permanent progress.
The city, the DNA of the city is really an assemblage of elements, a lot of elements. The DNA of the car, the way I look at it, is also an assemblage. The car has to incorporate a lot of elements that have nothing to do with the four wheels that move it.
And Audi is going one step further. This year, with the second Audi Urban Future Award, we want to pick up from the dialogue that we successfully started in 2010 with the first award. In order to understand cities globally, we are giving 6 architects the task of recognizing the urban challenges of specific metropolitan regions and solving them. We will regard the new visions as a stimulus and produce city dossiers. 6 architects are devising 6 scenarios for 6 metropolitan regions. For the regions concerned, visions and approaches defining solutions are to be produced for a transition to sustainable mobility and infrastructure within the framework of the specific conditions. As a participant in the Audi Urban Future Award 2010, we examined general issues of mobility in the city of the future. With the Audi Urban Future Award 2012, hotspots of global scope are being investigated in a very concrete way and solutions developed. This year, the award will be presented in Istanbul, a city that has redefined the subject of borders, with its 2,000-year history as a bridge between Europe and Asia. I'm convinced that we will set down milestones and make the breakthrough. The breakthrough to a sustainable and mobile future.
und in eine mobile Zukunft.